Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Thank you guys so much for all of the support that you guys have been giving lately. I really appreciate it. So definitely make sure if you're liking a video that you hit the thumbs up. I would love to know in the comments what videos you guys are loving. I know Project Life videos are kind of a new thing again for my channel. I took a very long break from Project Life due to work, not personal preference, and I'm really diving headfirst back into it. So these photos that I'm doing today are actually really old. They're from 2015. They're from a girls' night that I went out on with these two lovely ladies. They got me out of my work mode, I guess is the right word. I was working at another store out of state, and these were two of my coworkers, and they just decided to take me out to a local minor league baseball game that happened to be going on. So that was really fun, and it was super simple, and it was free, which is always really fun. So yeah, but Project Life has been on my channel before. It's just been ages. It's kind of Happy Planner and Project Life are kind of what started my channel. I don't plan on bringing back Happy Planner anytime soon. If you've watched some of the videos of why I went to Hobonichi in the first place, that would explain that. But if you're new to the channel, it's just because I don't use Happy Planner anymore. That's really the long and short of it. I will be talking about my 2021 planners soon, so be on the lookout for that. It'll be probably into November's lineup. I've got all my videos kind of planned out at this point, so that Plan With Me's go up when they need to. Anything shop related goes up when it needs to, which there's going to be some awesome new gorgeous. I'm so excited about the books that are coming to the shop for October, so be on the lookout for that. As far as what I'm using on screen, I should probably talk about that a little bit as well. I am using the All Heart collection from Crate Paper. I think it is so appropriate for girly outings and moments. It's just full of girl power and pink and floral and pops of fun icons like the stars, and I'm definitely prone to break out with the mixed media when it comes to this collection. I definitely find myself grabbing for that Dilutions black paint because it dries super fast, but it's also great with the Dilution stencils or any other stencils you may have. I do want to talk about that gridded paper that I'm playing with. That's literally just from a gridded paper pad that you can get pretty much at any store. It's not a high dollar ticket item. So I just really want to encourage you to use random crap around your house too when you're working on your layouts. It does not have to be the most perfectly curated, everything matches collection shenanigan. In the same breath, I literally placed one of the largest, I normally do one really big craft haul a year. It's usually at a scrapbook convention show situation, because when you're in that craft bubble, you can't help but see all the pretty things and buy them. But every once in a while, I'll do it online. Obviously, with the state of things this year, online was a much more likely option than doing a convention. So I got the chance to just match up things, and I was very matchy when I bought my stuff this time around. But there will be a delicious haul video for it once it arrives and I can film it and work it into the schedule that I already have. I did not plan on the haul, needless to say. Gosh, there's so much that has to come out before the end of the year, so we might have some weeks where we've got some double videos, which would be really fun. I am still trying to stick to the schedule of putting out videos on Friday. I'm human, so at some points I do forget and they don't get posted until like the day later or even Monday has happened, I think. But I'm goaling at one video a week and ideally putting them out on Friday. I'd be curious to know how that's working for your schedules if you'd like a different day. I know content creators put out different things on different days, so that's just a query for you guys. So on screen, I should probably also talk about the size. So this is a 6x12 spread. This is my first 6x12. I think this might have been my second. I filmed the other one and I haven't uploaded it yet. I haven't even done the voiceover for it yet, actually, but it's the opposite side of this page. And it's also a Tennessee themed one. That's where I was out of state in Tennessee. So yeah, lost my train of thought a little bit, but I need to go back and actually add a title to it. I didn't realize I had no title. I'm very curious about everyone's inspiration too. Where do you guys find inspiration in your project lifing world? I have been an OG inklet for a very long time. So I watch a lot of Adele Toomey. I was also a huge fan and still am of Little Creative Life, which is Taylor Ann. She had some great content back in the day when Project Life kicked off and we were both smash bookers. And if you guys have been with the channel for a while, you would know that we've sent Happy Mail, we've done traveler journals together. We're actually pretty good little friends now after all the years of similar craft styles. So yeah, those are really kind of the only two people. Of course, I use Instagram like most, but I'm just curious, where do you guys find inspiration for your project life? Do you project life? I know it's kind of a hard art to follow anymore because of the fact that they've decided to stop making physical product. So I had to do a massive order at the beginning of the year just to make sure I had enough to get me a good long ways, because I do enjoy it. And especially this year, I've enjoyed diving into it more. And with my 2021 lineup, I think I'm going to be able to fit it in more. So let me know if you're enjoying these videos. This is where I pull out the Dylusions paint and my lovely large Dylusion star stencil. That's hard to say. Star stencil. I would not mind getting it in the smaller just to have an alternative option. I would like to find more stencils as well because I really do enjoy them. And with the Dylusions paint, it makes it so easy. It really does. The paint dries pretty quickly. These little dauber things that I'm using, I got for free in a scrapbook.com order early this year. I was ordering for an art class and what was I ordering for? I think I was going to do some summer themed journals at the time. And then summer got away from me and I was taking a couple art classes. I've definitely gone down an art class rabbit hole this year. Not a bad thing, but it definitely took time away from making shop materials, supplies, journals, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, there's that. But I did get them in that order. Scrapbook.com has been doing like little freebies like that recently. I think I got some distress crayons in one order as well. This is, I think, the silver. Yeah, this was the silver distress spray from Tim Holtz. I think it's called brushed pewter. The weird thing about the distress sprays, let me talk about this for a second, and Heidi Shines for that matter. They take ages to dry. Hey guys, sorry if that sounds like a hop, jump, glitch, something. It's not. I was doing the voiceover and realized I accidentally stitched in the backside of this layout, which was super bizarre and made this video so long. So now I understand why it was super long. I kept thinking, I don't remember it taking that long to do this or when I sped it up. But I'm using my Signo Uniball gel pen in white, and this is the broad tip to go into all these cute little stars and draw like a little white internal border, and it's just kind of doodly. I love the doodliness of that border. I wonder if I might. Apparently I'm thinking of all kinds of things after the fact. I think I would love to go back and have like a black doodly border around where like the paper doesn't hit the sides, if that makes sense. That sounds really weird. But right now I am using the cute little stamp set. I ended up getting the all heart stamp set from scrapbook.com. I looked for it in lots of places, but wasn't able to find it. So I just ended up ordering it because I had a couple of the 12 by 12 pages from scrapbook.com already, and I wanted to order a couple more because the 12 by 12 paper pad is pretty much non-existent. So I'm working off like a 6 by 8 pad. I did bump that little piece of ephemera up on some foam just to create kind of like a faux chipboard sticker. This is why I probably didn't do the doodly border, because I made doodly stars instead. But doodle everywhere. I may still go back and look at it and decide it needs a doodly border. I was struggling to find stickers that went with it that weren't in the All Heart collection. I am pretty infamous for getting very matchy. I don't really veer from the brand that I'm working on. So if I'm using crate paper, I'm going to pull usually all crate paper. That's just how it goes. That's how my brain works. I'm unfortunately I'm impossible. I'm absolutely impossible and way too OCD. You don't see me off camera like whack that little label down in the bottom corner, but that's what I do. And just nodding back to that lovely distress spray stain nonsense, it takes ages to dry. Like pretty much I let it dry overnight. It's usually the last thing that I do, but it really helped capture that holographic look that a lot of the pieces had. I did end up pulling out my Allie Brown stamp set, which I freaking love this thing. I got very aggravated and it took me 9 trillion years to get those stamps all lined up on my little block perfectly to where I liked them. And then I used my StazOn ink and it didn't stamp clean. So then I tried to fill it in with, I think, a micron pen, which was dumb. I ultimately had to go back with a Sharpie, which I'm not even sure that worked. I'm a little scared to play with it and see. I'm still working out the kinks on what inks work on photos. StazOn is pretty good. It just doesn't always stamp as clean as I would prefer. So yeah, this is where I stamp. I get angry because it stamped on the paper just fine. I was really nervous to do that. And I love how I almost hold my breath watching it now, even afterward. And I know I fixed it, quote unquote, fixed it. But it is really hard. And I was bummed because just the outline. I didn't want to have to color them in, but I did have to color them in with some black ink. I think I did wrap up my little tangent on the distress ink. Takes a very long time to dry. I've switched to watercolors mostly, unless I absolutely have to use distress ink. That's the end of that mess. Yeah, I did try to color it in with stupid micron. That did not work. Now, I do print most of my photos, like these photos, I'm pretty sure came from my Canon selfie printer. So it's that printer paper. I don't know. It doesn't really work on the photo prints I get either. I do want to try out a company like maybe Persnickety Prints. I've heard a lot of good things about them, and I'm not sure if maybe they're easier to stamp on than other companies are. So maybe that'll be part of our 2021 journey, is finally solving the mystery that is stamping on photos. So if you have any hacks or tips or tricks, pop them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to give them a shot, and I'd love to share that knowledge because I'm sure there's quite a bit of us out there scratching our heads in wonderment of how that all works. Ultimately, it did turn out fine. Now looking at it, this may be why I didn't do that doodly border, because there was so much black on this page by the time I got done with it. In terms of accenting, I still might go back and do it just to kind of rein everything in. Adele always talks about how it's like putting all of the animals like back in a corral or paddock, because you're kind of, you're reeling everybody in with that little nice border to help keep all of your pretty embellishments. Okay, let's talk about those enamel dots that just like made the very brief appearance. So, enamel dots. I have like 2 packs maybe of enamel dots. And then I have some like metallic-y looking enamel dots that are definitely supposed to be Christmas themed. And I have been watching a lot of Adele Toomey, gearing up for more Project Life goodness. And that caused me to go down an enamel dot rabbit hole. Wowzers, people, wowzers. Unfortunately, some of the sticking and plonking that's happening right now is also off camera, so I'm sorry, but you'll see it in the very end. I ultimately went enamel dot crazy on this last order. Like, it's too much. I did too much. I know I did too much, but I really want to use them. I've also been really into wood veneers again, and I'm having the worst time trying to hunt them down. All those years I looked at, wood veneers, like, why would you want that? And back then, like, I remember back in like 2015, 16, when Hobby Lobby had everything in the kitchen sink for embellishments, and now it's just the mixed media goodness has taken over, which I do a lot of mixed media and I'm not complaining about, but it is very hard to find some of those OG products. It looks like we are at the end, guys, so I'm going to stop with the enamel rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and look forward to more Project Life to come. Thank you so much. Have a good day.